These are the fruit trees. It's fall, the leaves are falling off, but the little pieces of paper are still there that were meant to be wrapped around the piece of fruit to keep the bugs off it, to keep all the debris off of it, keep it pretty. Every one of those pieces of paper is a piece of fruit that just didn't make it. Either it fell off, or never grew, or may have just been picked anyways and they left the paper. I'm not sure. Anyways, it's a strange phenomenon, especially with all the wires. These poles up on the top are all to support the heavy limbs of the trees. So they get that full of fruit. This is very common around here. A little sign says vegetables, 100 yen. And then inside here, you have vegetables and flowers, which are labeled at 50 yen a piece. Flowers and small plants. So it's just on the honor system. Guessing it's that little bucket there. Put your money in there, take the vegetables you need. This is a small one, but really common for the fruit. A lot of fruit stands, especially also going up to Tomobuchi in the morning and coming back in the evening. In the mountains there are a couple of those little stands, usually with lots of grapes, persimmons, oranges, anything that was in season. Big business, or not really big business, but it's a big thing to have your little store thing out there, and it kind of runs itself. A little extra for the local farmers. I haven't decided that I needed anything yet, and I'd have to ask my driver to stop. They have a schedule and a life too, so I don't know. Haven't gotten to that yet, but I'm figuring at some point I'll do that just for fun. And I'm getting stared at again. People always out here walking their dogs. It feels kind of strange when they're walking their dogs around here. Some of them bark at you, some of the dogs seem so contained. They don't do anything else. They get their 1 or 2 walks a day, and then they get little dog houses like this that are kind of sad. This puppy's always here. Seems really friendly. But I'm kind of get strange looks from the old woman who lives there when I walk by usually. She's got to be in her 80s, permanently hunched over. She's always out, well, not always, but she's regularly out watering flowers and washing things out front. Always out there in her waterproof boots and a little flower dress. Never seen her walking that dog, though. I hope it gets more exercise and gets to get out more than not just living in that little pen. It seems so sad there. Okay. Just my little walk Saturday morning, going to the grocery store. I'll show you that when we get there. So this is Main Street here in my town. Doesn't look very busy. In fact, a lot of the shops, they all look like this. And like this. There's probably a garage / storefront over there. Yeah, that's how a lot of this town is. You can tell one new building, one new storefront's being put in right here, but other than that, there are a lot of old storefronts. They're all closed up. No one's in there. I guess the bank is still in business, even though it's Saturday, so only the ATM's open. But yeah, this is pretty typical for Saturday. It is not busy here. There's not much to do in the town. There's not actually... there are a couple little sushi shops. There's one little sushi shop in the street, confectionery shop on the next street over. 2 banks, coffee shop, glasses shop, a couple little kind of general store. Not quite a supermarket because it's not that big. 1 liquor store. It's basically just not a lot here. All the business is left, all in other places. If people need things here, there are some things you can get at the local stores, but a lot of times they just go into Iwade, which is a 15-minute drive from here, and or a couple minutes on the train, 4 stops away. There's really nothing here. And then there are these shops, like this is the glasses and a watch shop, a couple clothing stores. Nothing's really doing a lot of business. A lot of places are just It was family-run. Kind of wonder how they're surviving because I don't usually see customers in them. This place here is a coffee shop, and I think for the most part it's usually closed. It's closed now. I think it opens on Friday evenings. This camera store is coming by behind me. Yeah, nice guy who works there. He's gotten a couple of awards for his work. He's got a couple of newspaper clippings for it on there. But he's also much more expensive than the grocery store. So, yeah, not much benefit to using his place. Because there's still students in the town, the stationery store right here gets business. And then, the little cafe there, a little Shokodonians. I'm starting to think that I have really told you all this before, but I don't know. It's fall and I feel like telling you it again. Yeah, this place gets business because they sell candy to little kids. All the junior high and high school students that hang out here in front after school and go in and get candy and then hang out here again. And these posters are everywhere. Very interesting. You know, they're all political posters. They've been put up for quite some time now. Seiko, he wants to be your next. I think they're looking for professional governors or something of that sort. It's a big election coming up because the last prefectural governor of Wakayama was caught embezzling. So he recently left, and they need a new one. Preferably someone who doesn't embezzle. Yeah. So it's nice. Interesting political thing. They haven't even fully decided on who all the candidates are yet. It's an unscheduled election. Had to be scheduled suddenly. Okay, enough for here. Okay, this is the lotto booth where you can play, the national lottery, or I think maybe it's just the prefectural lottery. Buy your tickets at the little stands. And apparently lotto jackpots here in Japan are just not as big as in the U.S. Some of the biggest jackpots they've ever had are something like $3 million. And then behind it is the Shokudo cafeteria-style restaurant. Under $6, get a good meal, fair amount of food. It's cheap, it's traditional, it's hot. I like going there. It's closest to a real restaurant that they actually have around here, it seems like. And then that's Okwa. I really do feel like I have told all this in my videos before, but I'm not completely sure. Yeah, traditional, traditional. Very Western-style grocery store. Kind of underbid a lot of the locals, I'm guessing. That's why there aren't as many local stores anymore. That's, 24 hours a day, every day of the year. And, and backdrop with the nice mountain there. I don't think anyone was hang gliding today. I haven't seen anyone up there, so probably not missing much by having a cold. Maybe it'll be better tomorrow, and if the winds are right, I'll fly then. It looks like the winds will be coming from the east, though, so oh well. And you notice there's kind of a haze here. It's probably from trash burning, fields burning, stuff like that. Everything smells kind of smoky today. The haze around here. It's in the air. You can tell when the trash burning days are. You can also tell when the field burning days are. Higher valley, the winds aren't strong. The valley usually looks pretty smoggy because of the smoke. Not real friendly on the lungs. There's not a ton of it, but there's enough that it's noticeable. And I guess the only benefit to it is when you're up hang gliding, you can tell which direction the wind's going because you just look down, you look for the smoke trails off of farmers' fields, and or whatever they're burning that day. It works out pretty well in that way.